Okay, welcome back, Jebel Ali. In this tutorial, we are going to start programming our car. So what I want to do in this tutorial is make sure my car is pointing in the right direction, make sure it's not exploded, and make sure it goes to a certain location on my track. So now let's check this. You have a stage with a backdrop, you should have that, and you should have a car sprite which is down here in the sprite area, and it should have two costumes, the normal costume and the exploded costume. Okay, so let's get started. Now to start coding my car, you must make sure you're clicked on your car, so down here in the sprite here, and then you click on the code tab, which is just here. So now there's my car. If you look, I can drag and move it around, but I want my car to start here when my race starts. Okay, so we're going to tell it to go to a certain location when the green flag is clicked. So the green flag starts the game, and that is an event. So I'm going to go to my events, drag on my when green flag is clicked, and I'm going to put my car where I want it to start, which is just here. That will be my location. So once you've moved your car, you go to the motion blocks on the left hand side, blue blocks, and you just choose the go to, and you've got coordinates here. You've got an X and a Y, and the X -424 and the Y 93 is that position on my stage. So I drag that onto my green flag, and now you'll see when I move my car and I press the green flag, it always goes to the correct location, which is wonderful. Next, you can see my car's pointing in the wrong direction. I want it to point east, which is 90 degrees. So again, we need to tell it to do this when the green flag is clicked. So we're going to add another block here. This time it's the point in direction, and that's in the motion blocks again. So we got point in direction, which is just here. I'm going to drag that onto my block area. Now, if you click on the number here, you'll see that you've got a dial, and you can drag that around, and that will tell which way your car should point. And I'm going to make sure mine is pointing 90 degrees, which is right or east. So there you go. So it says point in 90 degrees. So 0, 90 and 180 and -90, but we want right 90. So I'm going to drag that there, and you'll see my car is pointing 0 or 0 degrees, and when I press my green flag, it points in the right direction. And the final thing we need to do in this tutorial is make sure our car starts a whole car, not an exploded car, because you may have yours like this, clicked on car crash, and you don't want that. Okay, so if your game ends with a crash, it will start with a car crash. We don't want that. So we go back to my code, and this time I'm going to go to looks, and that's the purple blocks here. And that basically tells what your car should look like. So I'm going to click on looks. This time I'm going to go to the switch costume 2. I'm going to drag that on here, let you see, and you should have two choices here. Now if you remember, on my costumes I called my car and my car crash car crash. So on my code I've got two choices, and I'm going to make sure I choose the first one, which is the whole car, not the car crash. So I'm going to add that to my two previous blocks, and now you'll see, let's do it all now. So I'm going to move my car over here, and when I press the green flag, my car goes to this location, which is -44, Y93, which is just there. It points in 90 degrees, which is that way, and it makes sure it switches to the correct costume when your game starts. Okay, and that is the end of this quick tutorial. So we're just positioning, pointing our car in the right direction, and make sure it's wearing the correct costume, which are here. There's the costumes. So it makes sure it starts as a car and not an exploded car. I hope you got that, and I will leave my code here so you can see it, and I'll even zoom in for you so you can see those blocks. Okay, hope you do well with that, and I look forward to seeing you in the next tutorial. Take care and see you soon.